You know what you need to do. The task is sitting right there. Maybe it's an email, a project, a difficult conversation, and yet you're here, watching this video instead. But here's the thing about procrastination. It probably isn't what you think it is. Most people believe they procrastinate because they're lazy, or undisciplined, or just don't care enough. But what if I told you that procrastination has nothing to do with laziness? What if the real reason you put things off is actually because you care too much? Let me explain. Think about the last time you procrastinated on something important. Maybe you cleaned your entire room instead, or suddenly remembered you needed to organize your email folders. You felt busy, productive even. We've all been there. You have a presentation due, but first you need to make coffee. Then check your phone, then research the perfect way to start the presentation. 3 hours later, you haven't written a single word. This isn't laziness, this is your brain trying to protect you.
When we face a task that matters to us, our brain doesn't see a simple to-do item. It sees a threat, a chance to fail, to be judged, to prove we're not good enough. Psychologists call this emotional avoidance. We're not avoiding the task itself, we're avoiding the uncomfortable feelings that come with it. The anxiety, the fear of imperfection, the weight of expectations. Your brain is incredibly smart. It knows that if you never start, you can never fail, and so it offers you an escape route. Just this once, it whispers, you'll do it tomorrow. But here's the twist that changes everything.
When you procrastinate, you think you're buying yourself peace, a little more time, a chance to feel ready, but you're actually creating more suffering. Think about it. When you put something off, does it leave your mind? No, it sits there like a stone in your pocket, growing heavier with each passing hour. You can't fully enjoy anything else because part of you knows what you're avoiding. Tim Pickle, a Leo procrastination researcher, found that we feel worse while procrastinating than we do while actually doing the task. The anticipation of discomfort is worse than the discomfort itself. We run from pain only to create more of it.
So, what do? How do we break free? The answer isn't about discipline and willpower. It's about understanding a simple truth. You don't need to feel ready to start. Most of us wait for motivation to arrive like a guest at a party. But motivation doesn't work that way. Motivation comes after you begin, not before. Here's what actually works. Make the first step so small, it feels almost silly. Don't write the essay, write one sentence. Don't clean the whole house, clean one corner of one room. Don't plan the entire project, open the document. We think we need to make a big leap, but progress starts with the tiniest movement, like drops forming a stream. Something magical happens when you take that first small step. Your brain shifts, the anxiety starts to fade. You realize the task isn't as scary as you imagined. Psychologists call this action precedes motivation. Once you're in motion, your brain releases dopamine. You start to feel capable, engaged. Sometimes you even forget why you were avoiding it in the first place. I've seen this in my own life countless times. The email I dreaded writing, it took 3 minutes. The conversation I avoided, it brought relief. The project I built up in my mind, it became easier once I stopped thinking and started doing. The hardest part is always the beginning, and the beginning can be as small as you need it to be. The next time you catch yourself procrastinating, make a deal with yourself. You only need to work on the task for 2 minutes. That's it. After 2 minutes, you can stop guilt-free. What you'll discover is that starting is the only real barrier. Once you're past that first 2 minutes, continuing feels natural. Stopping actually becomes harder than continuing. But even if you do stop after 2 minutes, you've won. You've proven to your brain that the task isn't dangerous. You've taken away its power. Here's something else that matters. Be kind to yourself. When we procrastinate, we often pile on shame. We call ourselves lazy, weak, broken. This only makes it worse. Shame is paralyzing. Research shows that self-compassion actually increases productivity. When you treat yourself with understanding, this is hard and that's okay. You reduce the emotional threat. And when the threat is lower, procrastination loses its grip. You're not broken. You're human. And you're trying to protect yourself from pain. That's not something to shame. It's something to understand.
So here's where we arrive. Procrastination isn't your enemy. It's a messenger. It's telling you that something matters, that you care about doing it well, that you're afraid of not being enough. And the way out isn't through force. It's through understanding, compassion, and the smallest possible first step. You don't need to conquer the mountain today. You just need to take one step toward it, and then another, and another. Think of one thing you've been putting off. What's the smallest action you could take right now? Opening a file, sending one text, writing one sentence. Drop a comment and tell me what that step is. Writing it down makes it real, and your comment might just inspire someone else to start too. If this helped you see procrastination differently, subscribe for more insights on living with more intention. Now, go take that first step. Your future self is already thanking you.